An art fair is important in lots of ways, but to start off with, we've always seen this art fair as very much focused on our region. So it's an art fair about the kind of the wider Pacific region, Australia, New Zealand, parts of Southeast Asia, obviously the Pacific Islands. And an art fair operates, it offers a moment where the wider art world can join around it, and we can kind of create a week of sort of celebration of the visual arts. So, and if we do that regularly, then people will come, and there's enough to do in Auckland for, 3 or 4 days. Obviously, Auckland's got great hotels, great restaurants, beautiful harbour, all of that kind of, fun stuff for visiting. But an art fair acts as a sort of centre point for that. And an art fair, therefore, becomes really important for the artists. So artists are at the heart of everything that we do. And we work with their galleries who represent them. And when we took on the fair, we were a fair that our first edition sold around $5 million worth of art. 5 editions later, last time in 2021, we sold over $10 million worth of art. Now that's an injection of $10 million into the creative industries. We take none of that. It goes directly to the galleries and their artists. So it's the way artists get paid, and it's the way galleries earn a living so that they can represent anything between 10 and 30 artists. That's their business.
So how does the event itself earn a living?
We're an enabler. So we take on all the costs of venue hire, walls, rigging, lighting, marketing, all of that kind of thing, and we sell space to the galleries, and we get sponsorship in. So our income comes from stand fees from the galleries, from sponsorship. So we're heavily supported, or majorly supported, by Auckland Unlimited, Tautaki Auckland Unlimited, and also by ANZ Private Bank. There are 2 big public and private partners. And then we have a whole raft of other partners who work with us in different ways. And then we also sell tickets. So that's where we, that's our kind of part of the business model. We get, over 5 days, we get generally around 10,000 people go through the art fair. Mm-hmm. And our guesstimate is that in between art fairs, probably about 50% of them don't go to a gallery other than perhaps their major metropolitan gallery, a City Gallery, Wellington, or Tapa, or Christchurch, or Auckland Art Gallery. But they don't go and visit the dealer galleries very often. And, we're constantly, that's part of our role, constantly trying to break down that barrier and say, come to the art fair, get to know the gallery directors, get to know the artists, which makes you immediately more comfortable in their galleries if you go in between times and you start going more regularly. So, we're very much about growing audiences for contemporary visual arts. And I think it's really clear if you watch the people that come through the fair that we have done that over 5 years. And it's not like it's done. We are continuing to grow those audiences, but it's really clear that art is there's a bigger audience for it in New Zealand now than there was in 2016. Apart from anything, the media coverage we get, we get TV cameras in here now, whereas before TV cameras were telling us that no one was interested in art. Now they think, oh, this is really good fun. Let's get things down there. We'll get on the news, whether it's Murray TV or, One News or whoever. Just that perception that art is cool and it's part of everybody's lifestyle, or is, people want it to be part of their lifestyle. That's changed, I think, personally, in the last years, and I think the art fair has played a part in that. We've made it fun and easy and accessible for $30.
How long does it take you to organise a fair? Does it take the whole year, or you have other events that you do?
Well, our next fair is actually in March 2023.
Yes.
But that's because this one's been postponed from last March. So normally it's an annual cycle. This one's going to be 2 in quick succession. But again, we spoke to our galleries, who are our primary clients, when we had to postpone or cancel back last February and said, what do you want us to do? And they said, we'd like to run a fair in 2022, but we also do want to hold our place as a fair in March. So we'll back you to run too quickly.
Mm.
You know, we will be there. We won't be backing out saying, oh, it's too fast or da-da-da. But we're